the value of what you would die for. Okay, what am I willing to die for? You must have something. And if you don't know what that is, then you're on the journey to discover those things, right? I mean, what's the Marvel movie where where Loki is like pointing the gun at the whole crowd and he tells them all to kneel before him, right? And then the old man who lived through the Holocaust stands up and he's like, I'm not going to be tyrannized no matter what, right? Like, what the fuck are you willing to die for, basically? Now, the result of that, not only does it make you feel more meaning in your life and more grounded spiritually, okay, which is a larger conversation, whatever spiritually means to you or philosophically, but your woman wants to feel like you've danced on that edge. A woman wants to feel like you have a relationship with death, because that is quintessential masculine, right? That you're able to compartmentalize and process that and have that on the shelf for yourself, but then be able to turn back into the world and smile and show up in a way that you want and not be afraid of it, to be able to understand that philosophically and spiritually. She feels the depth of you, because you feel more depth and grounding through that, and that turns her on. That's not how a woman. So Bradbury, coming in, share with us the difference between how a man processes and, let's say, compartmentalizes emotions, and why is a woman turned on by that, our existential understanding of what we're willing to die for and our relationship with death. What would you say?
Her experience is just different than ours. Just to make it really, really simple, is that she's aware of everything going on at all the time. I mean, it's the whole, multitasking, gatherer brain, if you will. If you take Alison Armstrong and kind of look, she's aware of everything at all the time. So therefore, emotions don't go away. It's in her makeup, it's in her being to remember bad things, and good things. It's in her to remember details and how she feels. And our experience is more like being in the moment and letting an emotion come in and wash away. And we can choose to hold on to an emotion if we want to. But usually that's either a conscious choice or our unconscious mind is making us do it. That experience of her, she's gonna feel into us. She's aware of everything. And that experience for her to have us be angry, if you will, and let that settle and go, okay, I experienced anger, but I want to hear what you have to say. To let that just wash away and let maybe be out of your feet, or just not even deal with it at the moment, is something that she can't do, because everything is connected in her head. Those emotions are always a constant tornado around. And so it's very attractive to her. It's a very calming thing to be around somebody that can do that, because she can trust that you're not going to go crazy. Which honestly, every woman, especially at certain times of the month, feels that they're crazy. You know how when somebody insults you, even if it's over the top insult, but at some point it's true, you take it as shame, right? You
Uh,
take it as the truth. You take it as abuse. And so I don't think there's a crazy woman out there. I know that really kind of goes out there on a limb. They're women. They're not crazy. They're built just exactly like they're supposed to be. But if at times you feel like you are at the slave. I mean, this is what clients talk. This is women's description to me. When there are times when you just can't trust your own thoughts and your own feelings, you feel you're crazy. And so, yeah, especially certain times of the month. And if you start pointing that out and saying, "Yeah, I don't know how to handle you. You're freaking crazy at certain times of the month," she's gonna be like, "Claws are
yeah,
out."
yeah. So yeah, I'll press pause on you, Jason. I love that's exact. The Kali, the killer in her, wants to come out and just fucking slay your weakness at that point. Okay. A woman is always going to test her man's grounding and strength, because it turns her on when he passes that test. Doesn't mean it doesn't affect you, but you can't collapse and you can't fall on your face trying to chase her. So when she, when you're basically saying she's crazy, she's like, you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm gonna test you now. Like, here I come, you fuck. Because if you don't pass this, I'm just gonna literally, the Kali wants to literally kill you. Kali, right? Search Kali online. She's like holding the men's heads in her hands and she's giving birth at the same time. And she's just kind of like everything at the same time. And every woman has that within her. And if you aren't doing well with her, more of that's going to come out until she slays you, either literally or slays the relationship. Because why the fuck would she be with a man who can't handle her? She had instinctually and biologically, she has no reason to be with you if that's the case. And she doesn't know that consciously. This is millennia. We've been Homo sapiens for like 180,000 years and mammals for a long time before that, right?